Dave Tosch, Executive Director, Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. Today I'm joined by two beautiful women. And we have Erin Cass, who has just recently become a board member with the Senior Center. And thank you very much for your service and support in that effort. Erin, and then we have Maggie Kaminoff, who is with Link Transit. We're here really to talk about an event coming up, National Falls Prevention Week, which is September 20th through the 24th. And so we're here to talk about that, but it also fits in with the Matter of Balance program. And they're both certified master trainers with Matter of Balance, which is a nationwide program. But I've already said enough. I want to turn it over. I'll start with Erin and talk about the upcoming event and how you're trying to get more people trained with the Matter of Balance. So go ahead.
Well, thank you for having us. Yeah. It's a great pleasure, and I'm so happy to be a part of the board for the Senior Center. I look forward to learning a lot from people who are well-grounded and fixtures in this community, and from you, Dave. So a Matter of Balance is a nationally known evidence-based fall prevention program which has been around for many, many years. It's widely known on the East Coast. It's just very wildly popular there. However, it's our job to bring it to the forefront here in our valley because it is such a great group-led, instructor-aided course that talks about the fear of falling and how to cognitive restructure one's mind into I cannot go to church or to the grocery store because I'm scared of falling, into, well, I can because I can do this, call a friend, use a cane. We also talk about other things in the course. The classes comprise of 8 different classes that comprises a workshop, and they are led by trained volunteer coaches, which is what we'll talk about in a bit. But these classes are great. They're usually 8 to 12 people in a workshop. And again, they talk about different things relative to the fear of falling and changing your mindset. We talk about how to get up safely from a fall, which is really important, as well as home safety checklists and home safety tips.
Well, I was a witness to your on-site training. Yes. You had a couple different offerings here at the Senior Center, and we got a lot of very positive feedback on that program. It's very professionally done, and I think people really benefited from it. So I wanted to just give you a plug for that. And hopefully, again, one of these days we'll be able to do some more of that and not do it virtually, right? No. So anyway, I just wanted to compliment you for that.
Thank you. And we're doing this because we have a contract, or we have a grant with Aging and Adult Care. So they have, they're working with me. Healthy Aging is my business. So this grant will hopefully get this program into the hearts, homes, and hands of everybody in our community because it's such a great program.
Yep. And the event coming up, do we want to talk about that? How people can participate in the National Falls Prevention Week?
Well, sure. We are currently have scheduled a coach training session, volunteer lay coach, that will teach participants this 16-hour course. So we have that coming up September
9th
and 10th. Contact Erin, and we'll have that information available if you're interested in that. And we're hoping that within the next few months we'll actually have classes for participants. And it is a 16-hour class, 2 sessions per week, right? And I think it's pretty comprehensive. And we have a workbook. I mean, it's like a workbook that has all the information. It has homework assignments and that type of thing. So I think Erin right now we're looking for coaches to take this out to the community and share this with others, not just here in Wenatchee, but Chelan, Douglas County, and Grant County,
Okanagan, Lincoln Adams, and so even
Central Washington, really.
Yeah, Yakima and Kittitas counties as well.
Yeah. Okay. So why are you doing this, Maggie? I want to just ask a lot of people want, what's in it for her? What's going on here? What's the incentive? So go ahead.
What isn't Maggie involved with?
Good.
I know. Well, I started way back in 2007 It was before I actually started working as a mobility coordinator with Link Transit. I was working with aging and adult care.
Yes.
And Lynette Geringer was with the EMS Regional District Council.
Trauma Care Council.
Trauma Care Council. And Lynette, who is a part of our trio, was involved in injury prevention. So she's the one that got the ball rolling with the Stay Active and Independent for Life class. And that's when I got involved. And I just developed this passion. I've been in the long-term care industry and working with seniors for 25 years. And now I am a senior myself. So this is really a passion of mine, I think. It has been for the last however many years, we won't count. So the SAIL program was very close to me. And I'm very excited to see that it's become sustainable. And there's classes all over the state. So this is the next step for me, is to actually take this. It's almost a pre-SAIL class that you would want to take before you get involved. It's not an exercise class. This is, and Erin can account that I love this term, it's a cognitive restructuring on how we see falls, how we interpret falls. Falls prevention, we talk about falls prevention. Falls prevention, oh yeah, okay, I need to make sure that I don't have slippery rugs. I need to make sure that it's a whole different mindset when we think about falls, because the number one reason for falls is actually the fear of falling.
Falls are not a normal part of aging. And so that is the what we really need to hit home. It's not a normal part of aging, and they are preventable. However, 1 out of 5 falls do result in serious injury, such as broken bones or a head injury. This is nationally speaking. 2.5 million older adults are treated in the ER for fall emergencies or fall injuries. In fact, yesterday I just met with some Confluence Health, through the ER as well as the rehab services director. We're forming a falls prevention coalition, which is going to be very key in getting all the stakeholders in one room to talk about falls and how we can be better resources for each other. Once someone's discharged from Confluence, well, where do they go? Are there community-based organizations such as the Senior Activity Center or Healthy Aging that could help get them into a social interaction that is always healthy, and maybe some education behind how to prevent falls?
And I think understanding that our fear of falling, and I'm coming back to that because I always do, is really inhibiting us from being preventative. So, oh my gosh, I'm afraid I might fall, so I shouldn't do that. It's like, no, I'm going to be prepared, and I'm not going to let fear guide my life. I am going to take steps, no pun intended, to keep myself safe, keep myself strong, keep my mobility strong, keep my balance intact. And those are things you can do well into your old age. It's don't just make assumptions that, oh, I'm 95 years old, I can't do this. You can, you really can.
And how empowering it is to come together in a group environment with other people who feel the same way.
Right.
It's kind of somewhat of a taboo topic. Well, if I mention I fell to my doctor or my children, they might put me in Shady Oaks or, and that's such a scary...
Not that there's anything wrong with Shady Oaks.
Nothing's wrong with Shady Oaks. I love Shady Oaks. However, I think that most falls are not reported because of that fear.
Yep.
So we need to talk about it more, talk in a small group setting that is confidential. We would need to make sure that everyone knows A Matter of Balance is a confidential group. We found through our classes with the Senior Activity Center, Lynette and I found a lot of people being very candid and vulnerable in the best sort of way and talking about their fear. And a lot of people were like, yeah, I feel the same way. Or maybe I could pick you up and we can go to that appointment together. A lot of good things happen from it.
Yeah, I think there's an intimacy that comes from that group in building friendships and relationships in the commonalities that we all have. Yeah.
And the coaches, the group leaders, we are there to just guide the process. We are there to keep the conversation flowing through curriculum that guides it. And it's a well thought out curriculum too.
Well, obviously, A Matter of Balance program fits right into the National Falls Prevention Week, right? And that's what this is all about. We're trying to fix all that. And, The SAIL program, you already mentioned SAIL, and I think a lot of the seniors that frequent the senior center are really familiar with the SAIL program, but there's multiple classes throughout the area. I don't know, can you tell us a little bit about SAIL right now as far as anything that's going on that people might want to be aware of? I know we're not having SAIL classes here at the senior centers, but
Right.
What are you doing with SAIL right now?
Well, first of all, I follow the guidelines from the CDC and Department of Health. And in-person classes are to be held preferably outside, and masks are encouraged, if not mandated. People need to be vaccinated to go to these classes. However, we have a great online option right now. So if you were to visit sailfitness.org, they have SAIL class videos under resources where one could check those videos out. So we'll sign a waiver first. And you could do these exercises from home and get familiar with the program. So when we do open up safely, people can jump in. And we have a great, vivacious group of 25 plus classes that we're meeting before March of 2020. So it's a very well-loved program in our valley. It's not going anywhere. Clyde Henderson is a great instructor here, as well as Patty Getson. So
they are.
And Lynette Geringer is the instructor on the NCWLIFE channel. So she's an excellent.
Oh, yeah. I watch it
tutor,
just
too.
for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's good. She's very good.
Well, stay active and independent for life, and it fits right in with all the other things that you guys are doing.
Right.
It's integral, really. Exercise is so important to maintain balance and all of those things as we get older.
And a Matter of Balance does incorporate some low impact exercises, but that's after session 3. So it's done really well. It integrates really well. And people can do these exercises seated or standing. I actually taught an online Zoom Matter of Balance course last April, and the exercises were the favorite part. In fact, they were like, when are we going to do their exercises? Let's get to it. So
there's a lot of this is not an exercise class, and I think that surprises people. However, there are a lot of activities throughout this class that keep people engaged and keep people alert. It's not just lecturing. I think we're more leaders. We're not really master trainers. I think we're more leaders in just leading the curriculum, because I've learned just through my training some of the things that I can do myself at home that I've never thought about. So, I think it's,
well, just wrist exercises, even turning your head slowly from one side to the other.
Especially in the first thing in the morning. That's the hardest.
Getting those ankle joints going, because strong ankles will support your body and prevent falls. So
keeping those reflexes sharp.
Right.
So for those that are watching today, where do they go to get more information about all this?
I'm glad you asked, because we are, whether we meet next week or December or March, we are gathering names of people who are interested in taking this great course. Probably mostly in person. However, we can offer it online. Right now we're hoping to gather names. And so when I have this pool of names, when we're ready to go, we can get the classes going. So you can visit healthyagingforlife.com is my business website. It has a section about the Matter of Balance program, as well as SAIL and the Aging Mastery program. But you can sign up through the website or contact me. We can put my information on the screen here, and we're gathering names. I can answer any questions that you have, and when we're ready to go, we'll get you into these classes.
Or
free of charge.
If people are interested in coaching, we are also looking for people that will volunteer, become volunteer lay coaches to lead those classes in our Central Washington area. So, and contacting Erin at the same website, telephone number, whatever is listed at the bottom.
I will, my website will be listed. My phone number. You can call me anytime. And Maggie and I will be leading the coach training. But will be resources for the coaches as well as the participants. So
that's I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, thanks.
Because the coaches aren't trained and said, okay, go forth and prosper, right? The coaches are trained, and then we are their partners and continue throughout those 16 sessions to be able to look up information, provide research, troubleshoot, problem solve, maybe even pinch hit if we needed to. So they have support in the community to be able to go through, because that's 16 sessions when you have 12 people. That's a group.
Yep.
That's a group. Yep. So those coaches will be supported by the three of us, Lynette, Erin, and I, and we certainly will make ourselves available.
And this program's perfect for church settings, for your business, workplace. Can you just picture this program in senior living communities? I know Avamere Senior Living is really interested in this program, and one of their staff will be attending the training. So
great.
Very exciting.
Yep. Well, I want to thank both of you for joining me today.
We are pretty outgoing about that. We really like this program.
We're just a little jazzed about it.
There's some energy here, so that's always good. It really is, because I know that you really believe in what you're doing. It's going to benefit a lot of people.
I'm grateful to Maggie for joining and for her expertise. She's
I'm old.
No, I did not say that.
I have aged experience.
No, she's just a founding leader in this movement. So, no pun intended. Yep.
So thank you, Erin.
Hey,
thank you, Maggie.
Thanks, Dave.
And let's get her rolling.
All right.
Thank you.